To Africa. After 5 years of violence in Darfur, hundreds of thousands of refugees have fled to Chad looking for safety, but have instead found a country in the grip of its own rebellion. Well, now the European Union peacekeeping force sent in to protect them has finally begun arriving. It's called U4, comes from 14 different countries, includes 3,700 peacekeepers. But as Mohamed VAll explains, it's facing one of the EU's toughest missions yet.
Weeks after the rebel assault on the Chadian capital, the clearing up is yet to finish. Behind the military pomp, a vulnerable regime and a victory believed to have been impossible without foreign help. If the French with a military base here played any role, it has never been officially confirmed. But President Deby is now welcoming another European force, even though its mandate has less to do with propping up his regime. It will not stop any rebel movements or seal off the porous border with Sudan, where Chad says the rebels come from.
I won't check the border, I won't control the borders. That's very clear. It was very clear in the agreement we had with the Chadian government.
Acting under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, the U4 is to protect Sudanese refugees and displaced Chadians in eastern Chad. The question is, do they know what kind of welcome awaits them?
Apart from the official position in N'Djamena, local citizens here do not only welcome the European force, they emphasize the need for it. But a recent warning from the rebels against their coming and the state of lawlessness in the area are some of the tough challenges they will have to face.
Protecting 250,000 Sudanese refugees in Chad and over 100,000 displaced Chadians will be a tough task. They're scattered over hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of rough terrain, an area 26 times larger than Kosovo. Rebels from both Sudan and Chad cross the border to attack wherever they please. People in the area don't even have the notion of a border. This truck is heading back to Kulbus inside Darfur.
أنتم من كلبس. في الحدود ما في حد يوقفكم.
In the border village of Gereda, the streets are deserted for most of the day. Insecurity and fear of violence reign. The deputy prefect of Gereda has just been assassinated.
The situation here is not quite good. People come and loot. Rebels have killed the deputy prefect of the village. Refugees and citizens suffer from banditry coming from Sudan.
Humanitarians are struggling hard to cope.
There has been violence against the people who are even supposed to protect us. We have been cars being hijacked, gendarmes have been killed, have lost their lives.
The U4, however, remains optimistic.
It's a very high, risky and complex mission, but I would say this is a mission for professionals, and we, again, will do our best to fulfill it because it's a very marvelous mission to protect people.
A marvelous mission indeed, if it can protect those it has been tasked with protecting. Mohamed VAll, Aljazeera, Eastern Chad.